Hey guys, so this week I'm back at home and we're back to taking a look at travel packs. And this week we're going to be taking a look at the Amazon Basics travel backpack. And I have to say I was super intrigued by the prospect of this bag. Amazon Basics brand usually provides some pretty high quality things, and so when I saw that they were offering a travel backpack for $50, I wanted to try it out to see what exactly $50 could get you and if it could compare with some of the other travel backpacks that we've taken a look at. And so I was really excited to just get my hands on it and fill it up with everything that I typically do for all my travel backpack videos and just see how it compared to all the other bags that we've reviewed on the channel. And so I was pleasantly surprised by all the different features that this actually offered and how well it seemed like it held up. So I'm really excited to share this bag with you guys, so let's go ahead and take a closer look at the Amazon Basics travel backpack. So starting out with the outside of the bag, this bag reminds me a lot of eBag's popular series of travel bags. I believe they're called the Motherload Weekender bags, and this looks really similar to one of those bags. There may be a slight difference in the quality of the materials that are being used, as well as just a few differences in how the pockets are laid out. But overall, that if you're looking for something to compare it to, that's about as close as you're going to get. But yeah, so overall, this is a great looking bag. I got the black color. There's several different colors available. And so the design is pretty simple, pretty minimal. The material feels pretty sturdy. Just going around the bag as I grab all the handles and all the zippers and everything, it feels like it's going to last a pretty long time. And then I'll keep reiterating throughout the whole video, it's $50. I still don't know how they can offer a bag like this for $50. But overall, the bag itself is pretty big. To me, it feels like it's about 40 liters. And then on top of that, it can be expanded by about another inch or so to give it a little bit more capacity. And so, the bag looks a little bit bigger while you're wearing it. It's definitely, carry-on appropriate. I traveled many times in Europe with the eBags Weekender bags filled to complete capacity. And, as long as I was wearing it on my back, I didn't really run into any issues. The bags can tend to get a little bit wider when they're very full or if you expand it. So if you have to put it into one of those Ryanair bag checkers, you may run into a few issues. But for the most part, if you're wearing it, you shouldn't have any problems. But as I said, so the outer material feels pretty durable and rain resistant. The zippers themselves don't have any sort of specific coating to protect them from the elements, but they look like they're pretty tightly sealed. So, as long as you don't get caught in like a torrential rainstorm or anything like that, you should be okay. Just right off the bat, one thing that I noticed is that the bag does not have a water bottle holder, which isn't a huge deal, especially for a travel backpack like this, but that is one thing that the eBags Motherload Weekender bag does have. It has a kind of one that you can hide or pull out. So, it would have been nice for this to include it, but not a big deal at all. And then just moving on to the pockets of the bag. On the front, it just has one kind of simple slip pocket for zipper pocket here for accessories. So here you can put boarding passes or anything like that. I just have a Kindle in here just for size comparisons, but it's pretty deep. And you can put, guidebooks, or as you're going through TSA, if you just want to take your wallet and your phone out of your pocket and just toss them in here, this is a great quick access pocket to do that. Here on the front, it has kind of the main accessory organization pockets. This is where you would want to put most of your electronics and things like that, because it has a bunch of different compartments. So this opens nice and wide. It doesn't quite open flat, and as you can see, it has these little guards here on the bag. There's little flaps here so that when you open it, everything doesn't just fall out, which is really nice. So in this pocket, I've actually just put my DOP kit, just so you can see how big the pocket is. The DOP kit fits very comfortably in there. You can definitely put probably a jacket in here, or even a pair of shoes. So this is a really versatile pocket to use if you run out of space in the main compartment. And then on top of that, it has, all the organizational options. So on the flap side of it, it just has one kind of slip pocket. And then, what I've done in here is I've actually just put my lollipop selfie stick from Mocreo. And I've actually done a separate video on this. This has become my favorite selfie stick to travel with just because of how good the clip is for the phone. And then also the fact that it has this big light, which, it looks a little crazy, but it works really well for shooting in low light. So I like to travel with this now. And then, the pocket itself there is pretty deep. You can put, any sort of cables or just random accessories there. And then on the inside of the pocket, it has two mesh stretchy pockets here. So As you can see, I can kind of fit my hand in here. This would be great for holding like a power brick or a hard drive or a larger external battery. Here on one of them I have my GoPro Hero 3 Plus, and then I also have my World Travel Adapter. This is something I travel with whenever I go international. It has all the different plugs that I may need while I'm abroad. And so this is just a really nice pocket to just keep everything organized. Everything kind of has its place. Here at the top, you have a few extra slip pockets. And so here I just have a large external battery. And then just so you can see, my hand fits in there. And then you have two spots here for pen holders or to put a stylus or something like that. And then in the other slip pocket here, as you can see, I just have my field notes. So, I always like to travel with a notebook, so it's nice that it can have its own spot here. And so I just really love how this pocket offers a good amount of organization, but it also has a ton of storage space. If you want to put something a little bit bulkier in here, you do have some space to do that. And I also like how, since it opens up really wide, it's really easy to see the bottom. And since this pocket goes pretty deep, it goes all the way from the top of the bag to the bottom. You can get a lot of use out of the bottom, and because of the wide opening, you can actually see the bottom, and it's easy to reach everything that's in the bag regardless of where it is in the pocket. So really useful pocket, and really love how they laid this out. This bag does in fact come with a laptop compartment, and one thing that I like about this pocket is that it's lockable. It has a little loop here that you can put a lock through both of them to help keep the pocket secure. The loop that's on the backpack itself is made out of kind of a cheap plastic, so I wouldn't say if somebody really wanted to get in this would stop them, but it is a nice deterrent to just kind of make somebody think twice about trying to peek into the bag. But yeah, so the laptop just has one single zipper, and it's pretty nice. It offers a fair amount of padding on the back of the bag, and it has kind of this sleeve here that you can adjust depending on the size of your laptop, so that you can have it go down lower. If you have a bigger laptop, you can fit that in there. It is nice that this is an elevated pocket, so what that means is your laptop won't be touching the floor, so if your bag drops or something, your laptop will be protected, which is really nice. And it seems like on the front of that you could maybe squeeze in a tablet, but overall this is a pretty big pocket. And the only thing I didn't like about kind of this little setup here is that sometimes this sleeve can get pushed all the way to the bottom, so then you have to reach down in there to pull it back up. So that can be a little annoying, but it's not really a big deal, and it is nice that this is actually adjustable so that you can use it regardless of what type of laptop you're actually going to be taking with you. Just kind of a random thing that it has here, it includes this little loop here so that you can put it on top of your carry-on if you're traveling with two bags. If you're taking a suitcase, you can actually put the suitcase's handle through here, and then you can rest this on top of your suitcase if you don't want to wear this. Because of the size of this bag, I definitely don't think I'd be using this on top of another suitcase. I think that I'd rather have a smaller bag if I was going to go through the effort of taking a suitcase, but if for some reason you want to take both things just to carry extra stuff or something like that, it's nice that it does have this feature. So as far as the straps of the bag, as you can see here, they're tucked away right now, and that is because the bag actually comes with a shoulder strap, so you can wear it as a shoulder bag. It has two plastic loops here, and I don't really like shoulder bags that much. I've mentioned that in a bunch of my videos, and a lot of the travel bags come with it, and to me this seems inefficient because most of these bags are going to be pretty heavy, so wearing it as a shoulder bag seems uncomfortable, but it does come with it. So if you do want to use the backpack straps, there's a little zipper here where you can hide them if you want to remove the straps, if you want to just have less things tangling when you're trying to put it into a tight overhead compartment, or if you're putting it into one of those metal racks to measure the width. But if you want to use the backpack straps, you can just pull them out from here. They pull out really easily, and then they have these plastic clips which feel pretty strong. The plastic clips when you're wearing heavy bags is always a little bit of a scary thing, but these feel like they're pretty durable, and they clip on very easily to the bottom clips on the bag. So it's just one, and then you can do the other one just the same. The clips are very easy to open and close, which is great. It's really annoying when you have bags like this and the clips are really solid, like really hard to unclip and put away if you want to do it quickly. And so the straps themselves are super comfortable. I was shocked how padded they are. They feel really sturdy and like they're not going to tear, and they're very thick. So that's really nice. And the back of the bag also offers a lot of padding here. This is really comfortable to wear. It doesn't come out a lot, so it wouldn't offer a lot of airflow. If you're wearing this for a long period during the day, chances are your back would get pretty wet or sweaty. But while you're wearing it, it is very comfortable. This is really soft, and as I mentioned, the straps offer a lot of padding, so they're nice and wide and padded, so it shouldn't hurt your shoulders too much while you're wearing this around with a lot of weight. And then to help with that weight, it comes with the adjustable sternum strap here. And so the bag does include a waist strap. As you can see here, this is a pretty thin strap. You can attach it with the same type of metal clips that the straps have to the bottom of the bag. And when I was trying this out, I didn't really like using this very much. I just think it adds an extra strap, and it doesn't have padding or anything like that, so it doesn't really make it that much more comfortable to carry heavy weight with this. But it does include it if it's something that you want to have. So it's nice that it includes it for anybody who wants to at least try it out. As you can see, the outside of the bag has 4 compression straps, which which I'm always saying how much I like that, because it offers a lot of flexibility in how you can use the bag. So you can use these to attach a jacket if you don't want to wear one. You can attach your tripod, or you can use it to cinch down your bag if it's not that full, if you want to make it have a slimmer profile, or even if it's full, if you want to keep everything just a little bit more secure. It's nice that it has that option. So as I mentioned, it has the 4 compression straps all around the bag. And then if you undo those, we'll go ahead and take a look at the main compartment. So as with any good travel backpack, this bag opens pretty much like a suitcase. You can see everything nice and wide, very easy to pack. So just starting off with the flap, it just has kind of one larger compartment here where you can, put random accessories. You can put your toiletries in there. You can use it to separate out your underwear and socks, or even your dirty laundry. And so the size of this compartment is really nice, because it's a lot more useful than when you just have a small zippered pocket there. So I really like that they added that flexibility there. And then the main compartment of this bag is awesome. It's very simple. It's just a big space where you can just pack your bag however you would want to pack it. So I really like that it actually comes with some straps to help compress your stuff down and save a little bit of space. So it has 2 straps to keep everything compressed. And then as I mentioned earlier in the video, what I've done is gone ahead and packed this the same as I've packed all the other travel bags that I've done in the past, just so you get a feel for how it compares. So I have my trusty Toms here, and then I have my Converse looking type pair of shoes here, and then I have one large packing cube. This is actually a double-sided packing cube, which I've become very fond of. The double-sided cubes give you a little bit more flexibility in how you can pack, and this has my jeans and my dress shirt and my pants and just kind of the bigger items. And then here I've also included kind of a smaller packing cube where I've put a lot of my underwear and my socks and t-shirts and things like that. As you can see, that's pretty full. And then just to kind of fill out any gaps in the rest of the bag, I had some socks and underwear just kind of floating around. And this is what it looks like when it's empty, and as you can see, it's just a really big space. It's very spacious. At this point, the bag is not expanded, and the bag has a zipper here that goes all the way around, which you can use to give the bag a little bit more space if you need, if you buy some souvenirs when you're out and about, or you just need to pack for a little bit longer trip. It expands out about 1 inch, as I mentioned, all around, so just giving you a little bit more flexibility in how much space you can use while you're packing. So overall, I was just really impressed with how big this is. I mean, as you can see, as I mentioned earlier, this is about 40 liters, I think. It can easily hold enough stuff for a week, 2 weeks, depending on how you pack, even a month. And based off like how well the straps and everything else was done, I don't think you have to worry about the bag splitting on you or anything like that. So just really impressed with how much the bag can actually hold and how easy it was to pack. So overall, I was super impressed with how much value you get for your dollar with this backpack. As I mentioned a few times during the video, this is $50. And this is a great quality bag. Just from using it for a little while with all the stuff that I typically carry, I felt like it was going to hold up really great. Obviously it won't last as long as something like a GoRuck bag, or even something like the Air Travel Pack or Tortuga bags, which are a much higher price. But for $50, this is an excellent value. It feels very similar to a lot of the bags from eBags, the Weekender series. And those bags are a little bit more expensive. They're typically around $100, and they may have a slight edge in quality. They're a little bit heavier. The materials may feel a little bit thicker. But overall, if you're looking to save and just need a bag that's going to fit your budget, this is an awesome option to look at. It's super comfortable to wear. It holds a lot of stuff. This is one of the highest capacity backpacks that I've used. It might even be a little bit bigger than what I would typically want to use myself, but it'll definitely hold everything you need for at least a week of travel, maybe longer. It has great organizational options. It's awesome that you can actually expand it. It has, good options to organize your tech. You can put the straps away if you don't want to use them. You can carry it like a shoulder bag. So it really just offers great flexibility and great quality for the price that you're paying. So of all the bags that we've reviewed so far on this channel, as far as price point, the closest one that we had previously reviewed was the Heinz Eagle travel backpack. And so this bag compares very well to that one. The look is a little bit different, and I actually think this may be a little bit bigger. That bag is about $65, and as I mentioned before, this one is only $50, and I'm impressed how well it compares to that bag. I actually think the quality feels a little bit better on this Amazon Basics bag. It feels a little sturdier, and some of the hesitancy that I had with the Heinz Eagle bag, I don't really have as much with this backpack. So I kind of like the look of the Heinz Eagle backpack a little bit more. I feel like it looks a little bit slimmer, and it'd be easier to use as a day bag, as opposed to this one, which I would use kind of exclusively as a travel backpack. I think it's too big to wear when you reach your destination. But overall, as far as budget backpacks go, those are two great options. If you want the one that's going to last you the longest, I might lean slightly towards the Amazon Basics over the Heinz Eagle bags. But both are great options, and it's just awesome to see some really good budget backpacks available out there. If you don't have as big of a budget for a travel backpack, and you're just looking for something that's going to let you travel with one bag for a week or two or even a month, I definitely recommend taking a closer look at the Amazon Basics travel backpack. If you guys found this review useful, please go ahead and give us a like, and please make sure to subscribe if you haven't already so that you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. And thank you guys so much.